Hi everyone, Harrison here from LED Torch Shop, here with an ace beam headlamp, the H60 today. Bit of a different headlamp, going away from sort of the single emitters or anything like that. Comes in a nice box like this, like a lot of the ace beam stuff. Really cool open. You'll be surprised with how small this light is and how powerful it is too. So you're getting a max of 1250 lumens out of both of these. So like I said, it's a bit different. It's got these Sunlike LEDs on one side and then an Osram chip on the other side combined with a TIR lens. So got eight little LEDs here with the Sunlike LEDs. So what's cool about those is they're really high on CRI, color rendering. So got no blue light effect. They really reduce that eye fatigue if you're using it all the time or for long periods of time. So if you're working in close proximity to light and you don't want your eyes to just be blinded by that really cool white light, this is definitely the one for you. And then that combined with that Osram chip in the TIR lens, really good for walking along trails or wanting to see a little bit further up trees or inside a building or something like that. It's a really throwy chip. But yeah, the color rendering is pretty much what stood out for me. Really cool to work at night and day, and comfortable enough to wear all the time. A little bit about what you get in here. So you get your charging cable, your O-rings, your head strap. So yeah, it is rechargeable, runs on a single 18650 battery. And it's just a USB-C to USB rechargeable light. That'll light up red when it's charging and then go green when it's fully charged. Sort of run times and outputs you're looking at. You can use all these, both the Sunlike LEDs and the Osram chip together, and when you've got them both on, you've got a moonlight mode, about 3 lumens, so super low. You can pretty much put that on to read little maps or something close by. You're going to get that for really long runtime, 264 hours. I haven't tested it, but it's obviously going to depend on what 18650 you're going to run. Low is 40 lumens for about 20 hours. Medium mode then for 180 lumens for 4 hours and 4.5 hours. High is 500 lumens for 3 hours, and turbo is the full 1250 lumens for just under 3 hours, and that's with everything on. So if you did just want the Sunlike LEDs on, which I highly recommend if you're working on something in close proximity, or yeah, you're going to have it on for a while for just working around, you can just put that on so you don't get that washed out view or that hot spot of the Osram chip. You just get a nice, really even light and really good color rendering. So really nice to work with. But yeah, you can turn just the Sunlike LEDs on. So you're going to get a low mode of 2 lumens, and then you're going to get ultra low mode, and then you're going to get a low mode of 20 lumens for 40 hours, a mid mode for 90 lumens for about 9 hours. And then you got 280 lumens on your high mode for 3.5 hours, and then you get your turbo for 680 lumens for just over 3 hours. But high and medium modes on this thing with the Sunlike LEDs, just because you're going to work in close proximity to something, really visible light, really good usable light. Lighting up anything with color, it does a fantastic job. So if you're working on something with a few different color things that might be get a bit confusing in that white light, this thing, yeah, is just, you're going to be able to pick them up straight away. Really cool. On the other end, if you just wanted that Osram chip on with the TIR lens, like I said, super spotty, great for walking around at night, or great for just in some area where you just want to see a little bit further or up some trees or something like that. That is a great option, and yeah, you can just turn that on by itself. Again, you get your ultra low mode, which is 1 lumen, not super usable. You get a low mode though, you get 20 lumens on low for 40 hours, 90 lumens on medium mode for 9 hours, and then you get your high mode, which is your 220 lumens for nearly 4 hours, and then you get your turbo, which is 570 lumens for 3.5 hours. Again, the high and medium modes for that are really usable, and if you're sort of keeping on that lower mode, you're not going to build up too much heat, so you can just keep swapping out 18650s and keeping it on for an extended period of time, which is pretty much how I'd run this one. I wouldn't necessarily charge it up too much. I might charge it up at the end of the day with one battery in there, but yeah, I'd probably run a couple 18650s, especially the way I would use this is for working on things with those Sunlike LEDs.